Hey party people, Captain Zeus here, and I have a bit of a serious topic, or I suppose more serious than usual, to go over with you guys. I'm sure some of you guys have already seen the trailer by now. There's a documentary being put out there for Stan Lee and his final few years. It's called Stan Lee: The Final Chapter. We'll have a link to the trailer in the description below. Now, there is some issues with this documentary that I'm going to go ahead and go over. Before we do that, definitely like and subscribe for more nerdy content like this, and click the bell to be notified in case there's more updates on this documentary. First, I want to say that I remember around the time, I think it was right before or right after Stan Lee's death, that there was elder abuse allegations going on. I don't remember anything actually going through about that, but I remember seeing it all online, hearing about the report about how he was subjected to elder abuse from his daughter or granddaughter or something for quite a long time. I didn't hear anything after that. If you guys did, please let me know in the comments below. It might have just got lost in the shuffle of everything. But then I remember just hearing silence, just nothing after that little burst of elder abuse. And then, whenever you guys see this, the trailer drops for a Stan Lee documentary. And anyone that does elder abuse is a terrible person and should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. 100% no excuse. That's just what I believe. And honestly, I don't see an argument against it. And especially to someone that's such an icon, such a beacon of inspiration and hope to so many in and out of the comic book field. To hear that he's gone through so much is heartbreaking. And I think a documentary should be made going into what happened in his final years, how to get to this point, for sure. What I don't want is to find out that someone was with him through all of it for years. He died in 2018, by the way. It is 2025. It's been about 7 years since his death. And we didn't see any of the footage leaked. We didn't hear any information about this being made. We didn't see him try to take any of this footage to the authorities, to our knowledge, of course. We didn't hear anything regarding anyone around this. And then all of a sudden, 7 years later, he's doing a documentary. It seems kind of weird. And then the worst part about the documentary is the fact that he's asking for money. It's a Kickstarter. I think it's like $300,000 he's asking. What the frick do you need after 7 years to ask people money for? Are you trying to recreate scenes? You have all of the footage, and from the looks of the trailers, you already got all the interviews. What more do you need? Yes, 100% he was abused. I mean, you can already see from the clips online. And it's weird that comicbook.com's the one officiating this, and there's this one clip in particular where it's called Never Over from comicbook.com, the exclusive clip, and the guy who I'm pretty sure is asking the question about the riveting speech is the dude who's making the documentary.
Are you ready to give a riveting speech? You're gonna change lives.
I thought I was finished with that. What do I have to do now?
It's never over.
I'm just so confused. He seems to be a dick to Stan.
You get your money's worth out of me.
Every single penny.
Penny, 5 pennies.
I mean, maybe he's just sarcastic that way. I don't know. But he definitely seems to be giving off bad energy. And then there's another clip that they posted about waiting, where they just shove Stan in the back of this little storage area. Such a depressing 36-second clip, and I'm just how do you have this footage? How do you sit on this footage for 7 years and not say anything and not leak this out, so to speak? This is the kind of stuff that should have been sent to the authorities. You have clear evidence of elder abuse, and instead of taking this to the proper and you know what, even if you took it to the proper channels, most of it probably wouldn't have gone through, right? Because Hollywood. But nevertheless, the attempt would have been there, and that would have been great for a documentary, saying how you attempted, that process of attempting, recording that would have been great for people to see how the justice system failed Stan Lee after death. But instead, what we have is a guy asking for $300,000 so people could pay him to release this documentary that seems to be already complete. And the fact that people have already watched this documentary from the end of the trailer, it seems like some comic book artists or writers have already seen it. What do you need the money for? It makes absolutely no sense. I think this documentary will 100% shed light on what happened to Stan, and I think you will need to grab your tissues for it. I think on the flip side that this guy should not be asking money for it, let alone that amount, and it shouldn't be something that's happening 7 years later. I don't know, maybe it's just me. This whole thing doesn't smell right. Again, I don't know why comicbook.com like agreed to this, like the exclusive clip. Sure, it's bringing in numbers, but I don't know. I think that just makes them look bad, if we're being completely honest. But I think this is such a tragic thing. It's even more tragic that he was abused and taken advantage of in life, and now he's also in death. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. Maybe I'm just overreacting. But what did you guys think? What have you seen the trailer? Have you seen the clips? I'll try to link them in the description as well and have them on the screen. But it's such a sad time to see not a lick of evidence or anything done for Stan after his death for the abuse, even during his life. And the one shred of evidence that we have, guys asking for money. Nevertheless, I'm Captain Zeus. I will catch you guys later. See ya.